All right, guys, how's it going? Did you see this one? Liverpool transfer target available for just £13 million as Arne Slot given early boost. See, this is a bit of a naughty headline to start with. This is in the Mirror, by the way, because it's saying Liverpool transfer target, which implies, well, it doesn't imply, it states that Liverpool are targeting him. So when someone is a target, they are, wanted, right? And I don't think that's really accurate. So that's put me off the article already. You know what I mean? It's obviously speculation, but I don't think anybody knows who our targets are at the moment. Potential target is what I would have said. Anyway, that's just me being, Anyway, so this is Kefren Thuram, by the way. Some people say Thuram, you know what I mean. He is a player that Liverpool were linked with heavily some time ago, and at one point looked like he might be Anfield bound. Now, at the time, there were suggestions that his father favoured the idea of his son moving to Liverpool instead of, I think it was Newcastle that were linked at the time. So I just want to point out that the original source of those claims at the time was horrendous. And I wouldn't you might remember them and think, oh, well, if we've got a chance now. Do you remember his dad really wanted him to move to Liverpool and his family came from a horrendous, it's not even someone you could call a journey, one of these. All right, so so what I'm trying to say there is, if you've ever heard that suggestion, it might not be accurate, okay? Now, this is written by Nathan Ridley, a senior sports reporter. No, I've never heard of him either. Liverpool have been offered the chance to sign highly rated midfielder Kefren Thuram for just £13 million this summer. It says here that he was on the Reds' radar last summer before they signed Stuttgart ace Wataru Endo ace. No, he's done all right, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's been really good. Well, I'll give him that. You know what I mean? But he's got to fucking go, guys. Come on. I know what you think. You think, no, there's other people I'd get rid of first. That's fine. But is he going to win you the Premier League title? I think we need someone of a higher quality, as Rafa Benitez might say. So at the time he was linked with us, it's claimed that they wanted 34 million for him. But with a year on, and now with the Frenchman entering the final 12 months of his contract, he could be sold rather than risk him on free next summer. And it's claimed, local reports claim that a mere £13 million could be enough to tempt them into selling him, potentially making him incoming Liverpool manager Arne Slot's first signing. Juventus, Barcelona and Manchester United have also been tipped to sign the 23-year-old. Blah, blah, blah. Son of the France legend Lilian and brother of Inter Milan forward Marcus. He's played a key role out in France this year, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of guff around that, to be honest with you guys. But I'm flagging it up to you. One, because there's fucking nothing else to talk about now. I'm flagging it up to you because he was really favoured, or fancied, should I say, by Liverpool last time. Him and the other one, they were very similar. The other player's name slips my mind. But I remember we were making videos on an almost daily basis about this kid. And you've got to say to yourself, the way I look at transfer links to do with players previously linked was that a Klopp option, someone that the manager favoured, or was it the recruitment team? So if it was a Klopp one, obviously Klopp's leaving, so does that die because he's leaving? Do you get my drift? Or if it's a recruitment team, would they continue with it? I would imagine, even if it was a Klopp one, you would imagine them all being on board with him because he was a good player. And now that he's available for a fraction of the price, with them, tipped to, possibly consider taking, offers for him because of his contract situation, you could imagine that interest remaining. So it could be one to look out for. His contract is up in June 30th, 2025. So it is next year. I wasn't sure. When I read that article, I wasn't sure. But I have my own like little bits and pieces of info here. So yeah, I don't know. What do you think? I think it's an interesting one, to be honest. The newspaper, the Daily Mirror they're not really, do you know what I mean? Like, the Mirror newspaper, I enjoy the printed version. They do have some good football coverage in that. And over the years, they have had some good football writers, but I'm not really sure that's the case now. I can't remember the last time the Mirror wrote anything that made me get excited, do you know what I mean? So, it is speculative, but they are citing reports from France. So it's not really the Mirror making the claims, is it? I guess they're making it sound more exciting, like he's now a target and all that. But I would imagine, just from common sense, that the whole, Liverpool would be aware of the situation, and they had a really strong interest in this guy before. They really did. And I don't think that just falls away, unless, of course, it was an exclusive Jurgen Klopp, like, I want him, and now you've got new people in charge, like, well, we don't want him, sort of thing. So, yeah, I just don't think there's anything else I can tell you. I think he's only been capped once by France, the seniors, it says here. Played at various other levels for France. Personal life. He's the son of former France international footballer Lilian Thuram and the younger brother of Inter France forward Marcus. He was named after the Egyptian pharaoh Khephren. I can't pronounce all this. Born in Reggio Emilia, while his father Lilian played for Parma, he is of Guadeloupean descent. What does that mean? An overseas department of France in the Caribbean. All right, okay. Can I tell you anything exciting about it? I don't think so. What's his missus like? Nah, no, there's nothing there really. Great player though. Great player. Interesting to see his name come back up again. But I must stress to you, this is, like speculation. It's not from anyone that we would pay attention to, or a publication that we'd pay attention to. But still, the suggestion, if that's been reported in France, don't forget I haven't been around here, as efficiently as I usually would. I've been on my travels to England and Ireland. Yes, I came back and my first day back was yesterday, but I've been unwell. So I spent most of the day yesterday laid up in bed resting. So I haven't really been seeing these things. But now I'm back at my desk, then yeah, I will start to be a lot more switched on for you guys. But I do think that, there's no reason to doubt that the original claims from France. So if he was available for £13 million, Liverpool would absolutely be in the mix for that. So I think that's one that you should keep an eye on. All right, guys. Yeah, that's it. If you appreciate the video, please thumbs up the video. Drop me a comment on your thoughts on this player. If you want to buy me a beer or a coffee, hit the super thanks button. Please read the video description so you can get on the newsletter and connect with me on social media and get in the chat room as well. All right, guys. I'll be live this afternoon at 3 o'clock UK time on here if you want to come along for an answer. All right, guys. Take it easy.